Freestyle.
But Ryan Lochte is going to draw a lot of attention here. 5-time gold medal winner. He'll be in lane number 6.
Lochte, the world champion back in 2011. All eyes on him. First chance we've had to see him. He's been in a couple B finals here in Mesa. He doesn't swim very well in season. He's a definitely taper and shave kind of guy, but always wears those briefs. But he's the second fastest qualifier here in the 200 freestyle, one of his best events, obviously.
And next to Lochte in lane 5, Ricky Behrens. He has 2 Olympic golds.
Just consistent. I mean, that's really his middle name when it comes to the U.S. national team. Always up there at the top in the world, here in the United States. Been such a mainstay for this 800 freestyle relay. Been a part of that the last 2 Olympic Games, winning gold medals in both. And a great young man, great leader for the United States.
Tom Shields from California. Cal Berkeley under Dave Durden in lane 1. Tom Kramer in lane 2. South African Darian Townsend. Anders Nielsen, their 3 internationals, lanes 2, 3, and 4 there. Behrens and Lochte. Michael Klee. And then Connor Dwyer in lane 8, the Olympic relay teammates.
Yeah, another great Olympian there. In fact, 3 of the 4 gold medalists from that 800 freestyle relay are in this event. The only guy that's not in here, well, he's gone. That's Michael Phelps. He's playing golf somewhere. But Connor Dwyer, big tall guy, 6'6". We saw him in the 400 freestyle earlier at the Grand Prix series here in Mesa, and he could be a big factor down the line. Again, swims for Greg Troy. Not a great in-season swimmer. Wears those briefs just like Ryan, but he'll be very good when it counts here toward the end of the year. You know, Ryan Lochte has had so many distractions, Trey, over the last 9 months. I mean, he had a great Olympic Games, and then, you know, he's got this new reality television show starting here this month. He's had cameras following him everywhere over the last few months. We were in Orlando at the Grand Prix, and we saw that where everywhere he went, people were following him, kids were following him, girls were following him.
Is it a relief sometimes to be in the pool with everything else going on?
I think you're right. I think it is. He loves to train. The guy loves to get in the water. He doesn't miss a lot of practices, but he has had a lot of distractions, and we'll have to see what kind of toll that has taken on him when it comes down to the big meets at the end of the summer.
Right now, Lochte, Behrens, Nielsen, and Townsend, lanes 3 through 6 right now, out in front.
Well, I know Darian Townsend up there in lane number 3 is also going to be a big factor. You know, he swims for South Africa, part of that 400 freestyle relay for South Africa, as well as the 800 free relay. They finished 7th in London, so he's a solid 200 freestyler. And now everybody's kind of bunched up together, and I think it comes down to a little bit of a horse race here at the end. Who's playing possum going into this last 50? Darian Townsend looking pretty good here. This could be a little bit of an upset.
Townsend, like Lochte, a 28-year-old, and he has the advantage there.
Oh, great turn though, Trey. Great turn by Ricky Behrens. Did you see that last turn? We saw this at the last Grand Prix where he had the turn of the meet there, and he did the same thing here. Townsend hasn't given up on it, but Behrens looking very good.
Townsend and Behrens. Nielsen trying to challenge in the middle in lane 4. It's Behrens though in lane 5. Ricky Behrens winning the 200 free.
Last turn. I mean, this is where Ricky Behrens has just been so good. And I know I asked him about this earlier in the season, about that turn coming off that wall. He knows that that dolphin kick underwater is so critical in freestyle now, and he did such a sensational job of coming off that wall. Wow, unbelievable. And this is where, you know, you get into a race like this, an early season race where everybody just is kind of figuring out their stroke, trying to get into some kind of rhythm, some sort of timing. And you could see underwater off the wall where Ricky Behrens is still pretty solid, but he kind of waited on that. He didn't really come back with that great turn until here. Right this Watch this last 50 and watch this last turn. Ricky Behrens, as he comes off that wall, boom, he stays underwater. Stay with it, guys, here, because watch, other swimmers popping up, and there he is still underwater and just shoots out of that hole so well. And that momentum coming off that last turn was the key for him. And boom, 148. Again, not the greatest of times, but still a solid swim for Ricky Behrens. And it's all about racing at this point in the season. Really good.
Ricky Behrens joins us now. Talk about your turn. Rowdy was impressed with that. That was big.
Yeah, going in that last wall, I locked you on one side and looked at the other guys on the other side, and Darian and Durs, and just really, I know my strengths on my walls, and really just worked that last wall and got home as fast as I could.
Ricky, you have been shaping up to be that go-to guy now in this event, the 200 freestyle for the United States. Are you confident with a swim like that?
That one, no.
Not from a time standpoint, but certainly from a racing standpoint.
Absolutely, that's all about these meets is always, we're coming here and racing the best in the world, and coming here and getting the win with that is huge. And stepping up, maybe when we're not feeling so hot, and coming away with a win.
You're such a leader now for this United States team. What do you have to do to make sure the U.S. stays on top in that 800 freestyle relay, especially now that Michael's gone?
Go a lot faster than that. No, we have a great contingent. I've been a part of that 800 free relay since 2008, and we haven't really lost at a major international competition. And we have some great younger guys that are on the team this year, and we're just going to keep getting faster and faster. So it's a special group to be a part of.
Thanks for stopping by, Ricky. Congratulations.
Ricky Behrens wins the men's 200 free. When we come back, Missy Franklin is back at it. The women's 200 back next.